And you know, we started off and we talked about this awe, this God of awe. This God who spoke and it was. And we just drew a picture of God, how big you are. But just in bigness alone, it's not enough, because God said, I'm not just big, I'm personal. I created an earth. And on that earth, I created trees and flowers and plants, and I created, and I knelt down in the dust, and I created man, and I breathed my very breath into him, and I walked with him, and I love him. And when he messed up in that garden, guess what I did? I already had a plan in place, and I sent my very own son to die for him, because I love man. I love you. I love you. I want to be with you. I want you to be with me. I want you to have a great life. You don't understand. I have compassion for you. I'm crazy about you. That's the good Father. And I'll be honest with you, so many times that's not how we see God. We don't see him in his bigness, but we also don't see him in his personalness. Sometimes all we do is see him as big. Man upstairs. He's just some... And maybe some of you were raised in an environment where you were kind of taught that, you know, you kind of had to do everything just right, or God was going... And yes, God is a God of judgment. There's no question. You can't deny that he is a God of justice. But I'll be honest with you, God never has to lay down his love to be a God of justice. He can be a God of love and a God of justice all at the same time, because that's who he is. It's incredible. And I just wonder, have you ever seen... See, Jesus says God is the Father. Have you ever saw him run to you? Do you understand when he, just a few months after he told this story, when he hung on Calvary, he took shame, he took our shame on him so we would not have to be shamed? The Bible says he bore our sin and our shame. Just like the Father took it from the Son. Jesus took it from us on Calvary. He bore it for us. Why? Because he's a good, good Father. That's who he is. And I'm loved by him. That's just who I am. And I didn't have to work to get it. I didn't have to earn it. I didn't have to do anything. He ran to me.